Hello, everybody. I said I was going to put this up last night, but I didn't get to it till this morning because I started trying to do the stitch last night, which is the slip stitch here. And it was giving me fits because I wasn't remembering which row I was on. I think I was just too tired to try to do it, but I think I've got it down right now. And the link to the tutorial is I hope I have this right. It's Exquisite Crochet UK, and her tutorial is really good. And it's not a hard stitch, but it's one of those stitches you guys are going to have to be relaxed for. It is a curler. What I mean by that, excuse me, is it curls up. See how it's curling? So try to relax because you do need the stitches to not be tight because some of them you're going to just put your hook through. That's what they call the slip stitch, is where you just run the hook through that next stitch, whichever row you're on. One row you start with a slip stitch. One row you start with a Tunisian simple stitch. And you go back and forth all the way up, however long you want it. So take your time with it, be relaxed, watch the video. You might want to watch it a couple times before you start, just to kind of get it in your head. Because you do have to switch back and forth. If you need to keep a tally sheet, I would, and come up with some way for you to identify it. Like if it's just a slip stitch, just write SL and then simple, SL, simple, up. Because, sorry, I'm so hoarse this morning. You can see how it kind of is offset from one to the next as you go up through. It's a really pretty stitch. And there's also on this page, if you want to, you can look up colored slip stitch. I think Exquisite Crochet UK has one, a number 2 of this video. The video I have down below is number 1, and number 2 I think shows you how to do the colored slip stitch. So you might want to just look on her channel. Again, I like to do these tutorials where I could just send you somewhere so that these channels that have already done the work get the views. And again, the book I'm using is the Tunisian Crochet Basic and Textured Stitches Volume 1 by Petra Torniak Zimmerman. The link to her collection of books is in the description box. Hi, Janet. Good morning. I've got to take Bernadette to the groomer this morning. In fact, I need to leave in about an hour because her appointment's at 8 a.m. So, Janet, I might miss you today because she stays at the groomer for 3 hours. So I'm taking my slow stitching with me to work on because I'm not driving all the way back home. I do want to show that I have started putting some of these squares together. Got my big box here. I'm going to attempt a sweater similar to this here, but it's not granny square. It's our Tunisian simple. So I'll show you what I've done so far. I think I've got this clipped. No, I just got that piece clipped. So this is what I have together so far. And this would be a sleeve. So you can see it's going to be a really loose one. I probably should have stopped at 3 rows. In fact, I might end up using this as the back of the sweater because it's wide enough for the back of a sweater. And then I'll do 3 rows connected for the sleeves. So I might end up needing a lot less squares this way, but I have left their tags on them so that I know which stitch is which. I'm not going to leave them after I've gotten the sweater complete, but for now, I have them on there. Leslie is making a scarf. And you were thinking of doing one with no sleeves. That's cool. Hi, Kellyanne. So this was I was using this little guide. That's why I used 4 squares, but I think their squares are a lot smaller. Yeah, see, each square is 2.75 by 2.75. These squares that I used here are about 5.25 inches. So they're almost double. So I would have only needed, according to that, 2 squares, but that wouldn't have gone around my arm. So yeah, I think 3 squares for the sleeves would have been better. But this will get, once I get it together, I'll block it and all. But I thought it looks pretty, and I'm using the Karen Simply Soft and Off-White to put them together. I thought either off-white or black, and since I've got so much pastels in this, I figured I would do the off-white. So I hope you guys enjoy getting a second stitch this week. I don't know if I have the one we just did handy. What was the one we just did? The wide ribs. I can't believe how many we've already done. This is the wide ribs right here. That's the one I just did on Saturday. And this one was easy to do compared to this slip stitch thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a colored slip stitch or not, where you change color, but the Exquisite Crochet UK, she does have a second video, and it looks like, I didn't watch it yet, but it looks like this colored slip stitch. So if you want to do the color change, just watch her other video. It's the same title, but it says number 2 at the end. And then in the book, we turn the page. Oh my goodness. We have to do a twisted stitch. That ought to be interesting. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I'm so hoarse this morning. I don't want to keep talking. So I'll let you guys go, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And Janet, if I can, I'll pop in and say hi. And hi, Beth. Oh, this right here, this was a thrift store find. It's one of those LuLaRoe tops. I got it for $4 at Goodwill. All right, guys, I have got to get myself pulled together because I have to leave in about 40 minutes to take Bernadette to the groomer. So I will talk with you guys when I can. Bernadette usually takes about 3 hours at the groomer, and it's a good 30 to 40 minute drive. So I usually just stay out there, and I'm taking slow stitch with me, and I'll have my cord with me so I can plug my phone in. I just don't want to use a lot of data miles on my phone. All right. Yep. Puppy Pamper Day. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.